I always get the question of, why is this dummy running with this binder? Like he must be some staff guy that is just all about his work or something. And I turned around and I said, no, that's not what this is. This is the Vietnam Memorial Wall that I have in my hand. And after that, the tone of the conversation changes dramatically. Because it's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yes. So I opened the book up to the first page and I showed him, and they started looking like, holy smoke, he has literally the Vietnam Memorial Wall in his hand. And he's running with it the entire length of the race. Sometimes the book is a little cumbersome, but it doesn't bother me because there's 58,000 plus fallen comrades in that book. So what I'm doing for this little short period of time is nowhere near the price that they had to pay for us to do what we do. I carry the binder on all of the military-oriented races. Marine Corps Marathon, the Soldier Marathon, the Air Force Marathon, and the Navy Nautical. A lot of what shaped me goes back to Terry Leon Williams, United States Marine Corps 0311 Infantry. It started there. I think my military service started there. He's a Marine, and he was a Marine's Marine. He was a man's man, and I learned a lot from him. And several years ago, when my dad had just passed, and I was looking for ways not just to honor Vietnam veterans, but to honor my dad. And so I said, how about we just print the names of this Vietnam Memorial Wall out? That was his comrades. Those are people he went to war with. I knew then that this was way bigger than I could ever imagine. When I came back from OIF, the plane landed and they had fire trucks on the runway. And they were spraying water, and they had a big American flag on it, and it was just a really big deal. We got off the plane, and everybody was hugging and kissing us. It was crazy. I was like, holy smoke. It was hundreds, thousands of soldiers walking through the airport, and I thought to myself, my dad and his comrades didn't get that. It wasn't America's finest hour. So that's why I chose, in my small way, to show my appreciation for him and them for their service to this nation. It's an act of remembrance, and it's an act of appreciation for them and what they've done. My dad really didn't talk about Vietnam. My Uncle Henry, he went to Vietnam with my dad. He didn't make it, he came back. But he wasn't the same. The hidden scars of combat, he presented them outwardly. And by doing so, he ended up committing suicide. Every time I go to the 10 Miler, I visit the Vietnam Memorial Wall, and it is a very moving experience for me. I connect with the memorial itself to the point where the names that I have in a binder, I find them on the wall. And I sort of walk the wall ever so slowly, just looking from panel to panel. I connect with those 58,000 plus fallen comrades on the Vietnam Memorial Wall. I didn't appreciate it then, before my military service began, but I sure as heck understood where he came from after my military service began. Because after that, you see things through your own lens, through your own eyes. You could see how beautiful this world is, and at the same time, how dangerous it is, and how deadly it could be. This was pre-Army, and so I was like the ice cream man right here. And so I lost my love of running at that time. Because in the Navy, it's all about systems and ships, and there's not a lot of room to maneuver to run on a ship. One of the things I'm significantly or seriously passionate about in the Army is people and soldiers. And the Navy's a little bit different. It's not about people, at least from my position. It wasn't about people. It's about systems. The Army is definitely all about people. And when I get to the Army 10 miler, I literally see people that I haven't seen in probably 10, 15 years. It's a huge family reunion. I ain't seen people in a long time. You used to see everybody there. It's like one of the most exciting races for me when it comes to just reconnecting with soldiers that you serve with over time. What the military has is traditions. They got a lot of traditions and a whole lot of legacy. I mean, so that legacy just keeps going on and on, and they have a legacy of war fighters. In that legacy, they have people who paid the ultimate sacrifice. And you don't ever want that legacy to be lost. So I carry this book. And that book, to me, signifies that you never, ever forget what other people have done for this nation to make sure that we can continue to be free.